There's a lot of bad news that you hear out there about public education, and then you have a conversation with Linda, and all of a sudden you're hopeful.
It really is very simple to capsulize the root of Linda's passion, and it is in the mission statement of this organization. She has and always will believe that each and every student deserves the very best education, regardless of their zip code.
And my lifetime has been about wanting to close the gap, to help everyone have access and opportunity and not have that limited only to a few.
Linda has a great story. Linda started as a distinguished educator in her early career in McKeesport and elsewhere. And then one day, she had the bright idea to take all of those lessons that she had learned as an educator to better districts around our region. And so at her kitchen table in the mid-1980s, the Consortium for Public Education was born.
I went to Grove City College, and my dad was a superintendent in the steel mill here in McKeesport. And his aspiration for me was that I should be a secretary, but he wanted me to have a four-year education. And he said if I was really good at being a secretary, maybe one day I could be secretary for the boss.
What she has done for the Western Pennsylvania region is unequaled.
The Castle program is incredible. You walk into that school building any time during the school year, and you see kids just having a wonderful, wonderful time. Do they know that they are involved in a pretty academically intensive program at the time? I don't know, because they're having such a great time. But Castle is an example of work that the consortium is doing, that Linda designed to help kids who desperately need it.
When we wrote the grant for grades 5 through 8, the state always asks you what percentage of students you might be able to reach. And most people say 40% or 50%. And we said we want to reach 100%. And everyone laughed at us. And we have achieved 98.5% of the kids taking advantage of this program. So we're very, very excited about that.
MAPS, My Action Plan for Success, is a pretty incredible program. Technology platform that kids are used to using, just like social media, Facebook, Twitter, in order to catalog their learning over the course of a 12-year career.
We have partners that are second to none in the region. Some of the groups that Linda has partnered with, besides community groups, which would be mayor, council, and so forth, are places like MGR, the Marilyn G. Rabb Foundation, Sense of Place Learning, SLB, the Saturday Light Brigade, Carnegie Mellon University.
I have seen that she has mentored a lot of the folks who have worked here at the consortium over the last 30 years. In fact, a lot of the folks who started with her in her kitchen 30 years ago are still here.
Linda has been my mentor since 1971. I was a teacher. I went off to higher education, and even throughout those years, she and I would talk.
I'd like to be remembered on being laser focused in the mission of this work, that it is never done without all kids before us, and that their success, every one of them, is why we do the work.